Granted, brothers and sisters, the world is in commotion, but the kingdom is in forward motion as never before. Its distinctiveness is being more sharply defined by adverse trends in the world, where traditional values are not fastened down by the rivets of the Restoration. They are sliding swiftly. The results are contradictory mixtures, such as boredom and violence. Some simply exist, having no hope and without God in the world. The trek of modern discipleship is taking us through this hostile wilderness, including cultures ambivalent about setting limits and with no brakes. Yes, we have unprecedented mass entertainment and mass communications, but so many lonely crowds. The togetherness of technology is no substitute for the family. Much as I lament the resulting and gathering storms, there can be some usefulness in them. Thereby we may become further tamed spiritually. For except the Lord doth chasten his people with many afflictions, they will not remember him. The Lord is always quietly refining his faithful people individually anyway. But events will also illuminate God's higher ways and his kingdom. Our context is challenging, however. We have many overwhelmed parents, more and more marriages in meltdown, and dysfunctional families. Destructive consequences impact steadily from drugs and violence and pornography. Truly, despair cometh of iniquity. Since the adversary desireth that all men might be miserable like unto himself, his is the plan of misery. The valiant among us, however, keep moving forward anyway, because they know that the Lord loves them even when they do not know the meaning of all things. As you and I observe the valiant cope so successfully with severe and relentless trials, we applaud and celebrate their emerging strength and goodness. Yet the rest of us tremble at the tuition required for the shaping of such sterling character, while hoping we would not falter should similar circumstances come to us. It may be too late to fix some communities, but not to help those individuals and families willing to fix themselves. It is not too late either for some to become pioneer disciples in their families and locations, or for individuals to become local peacemakers in a world from which peace has been taken. If still others experience a shortage of exemplars, they can become such. While Joshua was able to say, "But as for me and my house," some individuals presently bereft of intact families nevertheless can still say, "But as for me," and then so live as to become worthy of all the Lord has prepared for them. Thus disciples stand fast, hold out faithful to the end, and hold on their way, even in a troubled world. However, so enduring and submitting are not passive responses at all, but instead are actually more like being braced sufficiently to report for advanced duties while carrying meekly and victoriously bruises from the previous phrase. What are a few fingers of scorn now anyway, when the faithful can eventually know what it is like to be clasped in the arms of Jesus? What are mocking words now, if later we hear those glorious words, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant"?